Hello, everybody. Today I wanted to talk about the power of a plan. Now, this is, of course, affects every aspect of one's life, but I'm going to talk specifically today about how it helps whenever you are running your business, right? So I've been kind of talking lately about running your business, how to interact with clients, certifications, and all this other stuff on basically building your practice. That's just one portion of kind of how you can become a successful Medicare agent or life insurance agent if you're watching, or just business owner. And when you have a plan, it really takes out the guesswork and the mental capacity or redundancy, I guess, that our brain goes through when we're figuring out something. Because if we know, again, like in my last video, on how we are going to do something when something happens versus anticipating something that happens and then figuring out what we're going to do, we can eliminate a lot of that worry. By having a plan in place, it's pretty much saying this is the decision-making steps and what actions we will take when these things happen. Because if we can do that, then we don't worry at all, right? That's the power of a plan. And I kind of thought about this when I was thinking about life insurance. Okay, life insurance is one of the hardest things to sell because no one wants to plan on dying, but everyone should have a plan if they do. Life insurance might not be the answer, right? It might not be everyone's solution, but it can be someone's solution. And it can be a solution because it provides a course of action if something out of one's control typically happens. Death, right? And having that plan, that life insurance in place, provides some sort of like solidity that I don't have to worry about dying. Not because, a lot of people are scared to die. That's okay. You can still be afraid to die if you have life insurance. I mean, I'm pretty sure the insurance company wants you to be afraid of dying when you're a policyholder. But for the most part, you don't have to be afraid of what happens to others if you were to pass away. Because you have life insurance, you have to worry about them. You don't have to worry. And it also puts your family at some ease that they don't have to, go on food stamps, find another job, move into some, small rental property because they can't afford the mortgage anymore. You have a plan, sets your mind at ease, and it negates some of that worry. It's not going to fix everything, but you have a plan. And a lot of times that plan is more important than the actual insurance itself. So when you're selling insurance, when you're selling life insurance, when you're selling Medicare insurance, even when you're just selling consulting, you're really selling a plan. And the plan is the most customized for the person. And that's where the consulting comes in, right? So like for myself, when I listen to people and I think, okay, this is what this person requires, right? As far as finance or insurance or whatever when it comes to financial literacy. And I work from there, right? But I have a plan for each one of those types of things. Okay, we have someone who is coming and they're aging into Medicare. What is my plan of action to talk to them? And then when they're enrolled, what is the plan of action for them? Because they're ultimately going to use this. And just having that plan really supersedes the insurance. And here's why. If you sell someone a Medicare insurance plan and they have no idea how to use it, what good is it? Right? What good is it? Who cares that it's zero premium and has, gym membership, free dental, zero PCP visits? Who cares if they're not even going to use it, right? So where the value is where you, as the agent, can kind of marry the benefits of the plan with the needs of the member. And that's what we do. But we also, to make things even more valuable, and I find this being an agent for almost 10 years now, is the actual using of the plan, right? The actual using of the plan. I talked to a client just now She had no idea how much she pays for her PCP visit. She has no idea how much she pays really for specialists. It's around, $40, maybe $50. She might pay $5, $10, $15 to see the primary care doctor. She might pay $2 or $3 or $4 for the drugs, right? That is something that they don't even think about, right? But they think about me when it comes to finding a new plan. They think about me when it comes to doing what's best for them. Their plan is to call me, okay? The power of the plan. They don't worry about what they're gonna pick for their insurance. They don't worry about what their friends are on. Their plan is to call me because I have a plan for them to pick a new plan, right? A new Medicare Advantage plan. Too much use of the word plan, I apologize. So that's what the power of a plan is, and that is the power that we have as planners, insurance planners, financial planners, even a Medicare insurance agent. We are planners. And I talked about in my other video how I initially thought of planners as someone who plans for like the worst case scenario but hopes for the best. I think it's more about just having a plan for worst case scenarios and then having a decision making kind of value, belief, principle structure around how you make decisions in order to handle any scenario or circumstance that comes your way, right? Because once you have those kind of things mastered, at least to a point, you can't master every scenario and you can't master everything that would have happened, but to play in that realm of comfort, it's pretty good, right? You can have a pretty awesome life and a pretty awesome benefits for your client by being able to kind of take that normal distribution of events and then making sure that you're covered for the normal expectancy of events. And then everything outside of that, well, you wouldn't have been able to predict it anyway. So why worry, right? And if you are that worried, create a decision-making framework around the event and then just have that as your to-do and don't worry about what you will do because you already figured that out, right? Easy, then you don't worry about it. So that's the power of a plan. And again, I thought of this because I thought, why in the world did my client call me? Like, it is so awesome that my clients call me. It's because they don't worry, right? Like in my last video I said, what's your decision-making process so you don't gotta worry? Their plan and their decision-making process has been distilled to call Matt when it's time to choose a new plan, which is great for marketing. I mean, these people, they battled with their insurance company all without me. No Matt. They didn't even think to call me. Like I said, why didn't you call me? We could have, worked through this. Because, it's okay. We didn't want to bother you. But they're going to bother me when I get paid, which is awesome. But it does kind of suck because I could have given them more value, so I feel kind of bad. But there we go. Power of a plan. It allows you to sell more insurance or at least figure out how or when your clients are ready to buy, which is also something I covered. And it will help you make more sales. And ultimately, if you place insurance in the right place for the right clients, they will have a plan, they will sleep better, they will have less worry because they have a plan. You have helped them do that. So no matter what anyone tells you about selling insurance and how sometimes some people say it's a scam, as long as you're doing it to fit their plan, fit their life, relinquish some of their worries, believe me, you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing, do great things, and I'll see you in the next video.